Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is losing weight a little bit at the moment, down to 38.5K. Nothing too crazy, but at least we see a little bit of movement here in the chart where Bitcoin really just moved sideways for the last few hours and pretty much last 24 hours. There wasn't really anything on the Bitcoin chart that was changing. Now we see a little bit of change and it is dragging down a lot of the cryptos at the moment. You can see widespread on the crypto market, in the crypto market, that the prices are going down. As always, there are a few exceptions, but most cryptos are heading further down today. But it's not like a crazy move. It's more like 1 to 2 to 3% to the downside. Again, there are always a few exceptions here and there. Looking at the Bitcoin chart, if we go to the hourly chart, because everything else we explained in the previous video, we can see that Bitcoin is finding support here currently at around these previous significant lows. So here at around 38.3, 38.4K, price can't really push below it. I mean, we have seen before on the VPVR, this indicator here that shows the historical volume and can give you an indication where we are most likely going to find support and resistance. You can see that here that peak is exactly at that 39K level. And if I zoom out, I think it goes a little bit higher. It pretty much is a, let me just zoom in a little bit more. It is pretty much this area where the price really was hovering around here for a while now, up and down, fighting for this one zone basically, for fighting around this red zone. Or basically, if you take a look at it, I mean, you've got a peak somewhere, and then you see that spread out, and this is exactly where the price was trading around. So really struggling to break through here anywhere. And you can see that we are now finding, again, if I zoom out a little bit, we are finding support here again where we get another little peak. So that is where the price is moving at the moment. It's nothing significant really, but we can see a little bit of movement, but obviously coming down, and now we see that counter reaction as we speak actually. So again, a little bit of volatility, but the market is still very indecisive. We cannot really talk about anything sustainable until we break out of this pattern. If I zoom out, you can see the pattern here on the chart. We've been talking about that before. Probably better to go to the 4-hour chart. This ascending triangle, this is really crucial. We need to break below this one here. 37.5K is the support level that we need to break, or even a little bit higher than that, depending on when you look here. I mean, today, it will be 37.5, 37.6K. If you lose that, then I think we can take our route towards the 34.5K. That will make it much more likely that we actually fulfill my primary expectation that we have been talking about for months now, that we finally get into this yellow target range down here between 20 and 29K. But for that, we really need to lose that 37.5K level first. Until then, you just see a little bit of volatility here within the triangle, and that is nothing, I wouldn't say nothing noteworthy, but it is nothing that will decide about where the price is heading. As I said before, we need to wait for a breakout here because the market is super indecisive at the moment. I think the market is also waiting for the Fed meeting, the announcement, if there will be any sort of change to the proposed interest rate increase, if they're going to increase maybe that rate. So there is a little bit of uncertainty in the market, or maybe that is even understated. I think there's quite a lot of uncertainty at the moment in the market, together with what is going on in the world. So I can only reinforce here currently the message that we have to wait for a breakout out of that pattern. We don't know where the breakout will go, into which direction, until we see the breakout. And the key support here is 37.5K to the downside, and the key resistance is up here at 45.5K. This is what is currently providing support and resistance in this triangle. And currently also, if I zoom in a little bit, you can see how the price is fighting around this 20-day moving average here in orange. Actually, it is providing even resistance, so the price is below that. And as soon as you break above this red horizontal resistance line here at 39.7K, I think then we are going to see a bit of a jump here all the way up to 42.5K. So this is the level I'm watching out for. And at the downside, 37.5K, 37.6 maybe, and then you can expect that you're going down to 34.5 first, but this is only the first step. We then need to go down lower to 33 and lose that as well before we can then go here into the target area. And what is maybe, let me just take a look on the 1 hour chart, 1 day chart. What is probably noteworthy is to say that the MACD here, which was trying to do a bullish cross, has obviously that has stopped, and since then we have seen further downside on the MACD on the daily chart. So this is nothing that is a very bullish sign, to be honest. Overall, the indicators MACD, RSI, they do support a price drop, and they would also support a price increase. We are pretty much neutral at the moment. Overall, sideways movement on many of these indicators. Let me just go through here. Yeah, it's pretty much sideways movement everywhere. I mean, on the weekly, it is continuously decreasing the negative momentum, but that still will take some more time. And overall, yeah, we have to unfortunately wait for the breakout. We saw a bit of volatility, so I thought I'll give you an update, but again, that seems to be over already. And we have to show patience here. That's what we have to do. Luckily, there are some altcoins which are moving a little bit more volatile, including Gala at the moment a little bit, Terra Luna, and a few others that I cover as well. So I'll of course keep you updated about these ones. Unfortunately, not really a lot of change here for Bitcoin. And let's hope that the next week will be a little bit more volatile. And maybe next week we are already going to see a decision. However, you need to see that this ascending triangle might only be at the beginning or not even halfway through. There is much more space here for the price to move here in this triangle. And that's the quick update about Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership for access to the Telegram live chat, the Discord server, and also a weekly live stream. And the next weekly live stream is actually today, a little bit later today. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.